Who knew that all I had to do was to give them my blessing for my husband and his mistress to break up? I have known about his infidelity for 10 months now when he almost missed the birth of our baby. We had a planned C-section, but our daughter decided she couldn't wait. And I called him all morning, confused and terrified, in pain because I was scheduled 2 weeks later. My mom finally got a hold of him. He smelled disgusting. My way. A perfume that I really hate. He looked more guilty than excited, and he smelled disgusting. Anyway, when we got home, I looked in his phone and found out about them. I don't know how he has been able to fool me, or was I just blind? I told him that I knew when he tried to deny it, and I didn't argue. When I didn't argue, he probably felt relieved that I had dropped it, or maybe he thought I believed him. One day, he came home late and smelled of our way again, and I broke down crying and begging him to stop. To choose our family. To choose me. I love you. He just denied it again, and I didn't argue again. I told him that I hated what he was doing and that I hated her disgusting perfume. I don't think it mattered because he was working late again, not a week later. The day after New Year's Day, I took my children to town because I convinced myself that I needed to do some shopping. I found myself walking around his office around lunchtime looking inside restaurants. I thought that after the holidays keeping them apart, they would want to have lunch together on their first day at work. My heart was racing and my stomach was churning. I thought that if I saw them together, I would faint or even die, but none of this happened. I found them as I expected in the restaurant he used to take me to whenever I visited him. I was surprised that the hurt and humiliation I was expecting and fearing didn't come. Instead, I felt calm and relief. Like, something big and heavy was lifted from my heart. I even felt embarrassed that he was as predictable as I thought. I think I stopped having any feelings for him right that moment. It reeked up my way in the whole restaurant, or maybe I just imagined it. I told them that I wasn't there to cause trouble, but that I needed to see for myself. I told her that she had won and that now she could have him. I told him that if he followed after me, I would scream because he was about to. When he got home, he wanted to talk. I told him that I wasn't angry or hurt anymore. He could be with her. For almost 2 weeks now, they have been arguing and fighting over text because he ended the affair. He told me that he ended the affair. I said that it wasn't my business anymore, but he thought I didn't believe him. A couple of days ago, I walked in on him texting in the dressing room, so I left and he ran after me to show me that it wasn't what I thought it was. I told him that I didn't think anything, but he begged me to look at his conversation. All of a sudden, he wants to be open and honest. I will never understand how some people function. Why weren't my tears and pleas enough for him to end it, but my blessings were?